It's money, isn't it? That's the one that gets people at this hour more than anything else. And it's different from other worries because it comes with arithmetic. You can actually do sums about it. So you lie here doing them, adding, subtracting, moving a number from one week to another, running the same figures you ran an hour ago, and getting the same answer. Here's the first thing I want you to notice. You have done that sum already. You've done it several times tonight. It came out the same every time because arithmetic doesn't change between 11 and 2 in the morning. The number is the number. You are not going to find a different one lying here. And here's the second thing, and it's the one that matters. Every single thing that could actually change that number requires daylight. A phone call to somebody, an email, a shift picked up, a form, a conversation you've been avoiding. Not one of them can be done from this bed at this hour. The banks are shut. The office is shut. The person you'd need to speak to is asleep, like almost everyone else. So there is genuinely nothing available to you between now and morning except the worrying itself. And the worrying doesn't move the number. You've now tested that for several hours. I'm not going to tell you it'll be all right, because I don't know your figures and you'd stop believing me. What I will say is this. Money problems feel like emergencies at 3 in the morning and like problems at 9. Same figures, completely different size. That's not optimism, you've watched it happen. The thing that changes isn't the money. It's that at 9 you have options and phone numbers and a working brain. And 3 you have none of those, which is why it feels like a wall instead of a problem. So we're going to put your body down and let the sums go on without you if they want to. Your feet. Let them roll outward. Your ankles. Loose. Your calves. Heavy. Your knees. Unlocked. Stop bracing. Your thighs. Sinking. Your hips. Letting go. Your lower back. Spreading into the bed. Your belly. Money fear lives here. That tight, slightly sick feeling under the ribs. That's adrenaline, and adrenaline is for running, and there is nowhere to run at this hour. Let it be soft. It will come back. Let it be soft anyway. Your chest. Notice the breath is high and quick. That's the fear breathing, not you. Let the next one drop lower, not deeper, lower. And out, long, longer than the in-breath. Again, lower and out long. Your shoulders. Down, further. Your arms, heavy. Your hands, open. Money worry closes the hands. Open them. Your jaw, loose. Your throat, soft. Between your eyebrows, smooth. Your eyes, heavy. Now, one honest thing, and then I'll let you rest. You have been broke before, or frightened about money before, and you got through it. Not because it magically resolved, because you did things in daylight, one at a time, and the situation slowly changed shape. That's how it goes every time. Never in one move. Always in daylight. Always one thing at a time. Tomorrow you get to do one of those things. Just one. Not the whole problem. One call, one email, one number checked properly. That is the entire job, and you'll do it better rested. Tonight is not a work night. There is no work available. Let your hands stay open. Let your belly be soft. Let the sum sit there being the same number it was, without you watching it. Nothing is due before morning. Good night. The sun came back, didn't it? It does that. Give it a minute and it'll come back again. I'm not going to fight it. Let it run in the background like a radio in another room. While it does, I want to name something because I think it's underneath the arithmetic. Money worry is rarely really about the number. It's about what the number means. Whether you're safe, whether you've failed, whether people will find out, whether you can keep the people who depend on you where they are. Those are much bigger questions than a figure, and they don't have arithmetic, which is why the sums never settle anything. You keep doing maths at a question that isn't mathematical. So let me answer the real one as far as anyone honestly can. Being short of money is a situation. It is not a verdict on you. Most people are one bad month from the same place and simply haven't had the bad month yet. Now, back to the body because it's crept back up. Your jaw clenched. Let it hang. Your shoulders up by your ears. Let them go. Your hands closed. Open them. Your forehead smooth. Your throat open. Your chest slower. And the breath again, the long one out. In normally, out, long and slow, all the way to empty. Again, That long out-breath is the only lever that reaches a frightened nervous system. Not reassurance, not a plan, just a longer out than in. Once more. Let everything be heavy now. Your feet far away. Your legs too heavy to lift. Your hips loose. Your belly soft. Your ribs wide. Your arms gone. Your face doing nothing. One last thing. Tomorrow, pick the smallest possible item. Not the big one, the smallest. Check one balance properly, or send one message, or write the actual figure down instead of carrying it in your head, because a number on paper is always smaller than a number at 3 in the morning. Just one, before 10 o'clock. Then you're done for the day, and whatever else happens, you moved. That's how this gets solved. Not tonight, not in one piece. Nothing is due before morning. Nobody is going to call you in the next 6 hours. The number will be exactly the same at 9, and you will be a much more capable person looking at it. Hands open, belly soft, out breath long. Let it wait for the light. Good night. I know you're waiting for something. A result, a call, a decision that somebody else is making about your life. I'm not going to tell you it'll be fine. You don't know that, and neither do I. And if I said it, you'd stop trusting me. So let's do this differently tonight. Here's what's true, and it's the only thing I can offer that's actually solid. Whatever the answer is, it already is what it is. It was decided, or it wasn't. The scan already shows what it shows. The person has already made up their mind, or hasn't. Nothing you do between now and morning changes it by 1 degree. That sounds bleak. I don't mean it bleakly. I mean it as relief. Because it means the lying here, and the going over it, and the imagining the two versions, none of that is work. It feels like work. It feels like preparing. But it isn't doing anything. You've been rehearsing both outcomes, haven't you? The good one, carefully, in case hoping jinxes it. And the bad one, in detail, because you think if you imagine it enough, it'll hurt less when it comes. It won't. That's the thing nobody says. Pre-living the bad version doesn't reduce it. You just live it twice. Once now, alone, in the dark, with no support and no information. And once later, if it happens, when you'd actually have people around you. So let's put the rehearsing down. Not the worry, the rehearsing. You're allowed to be frightened. You're not required to keep practicing. Let's start with your hands, because waiting lives in the hands. Notice them. They're probably not still. Let the fingers come apart. Let them stop holding. Your palms open and empty. Your wrists heavy. Your forearms letting go. Your elbows resting. Your arms too heavy to lift. Your shoulders. Waiting pulls them up toward your ears and keeps them there for days. Let them come down. Not all the way, just an inch. Now another inch. The back of your neck, long. Your jaw. Let your back teeth come apart. You've been braced. Your tongue resting. Between your eyebrows, smooth. Your eyelids heavy. Your chest. Notice the breath is high and small. That's a waiting breath. Let the next one sit a bit lower, not deeper, lower. And out, slowly, like putting something down. Again. Your belly, soft. Your back, spreading into the bed. Your hips, loose. Your legs, heavy. Your feet, far away. Now, one more thing about waiting, and then I'll let you be. You have waited before. For results, for calls, for someone to make up their mind. And every single one of those waits ended. Not always well, but they ended. You are not in this forever. It only feels endless because there's no clock on it. There is a clock on it. You just can't see it from here. Tomorrow you might know, or the day after. Until that day, you'll do whatever the answer requires, and you'll do it better rested than you would be at 4 in the morning. That's all tonight is for. Not solving, not preparing, just arriving at the answer with something left. Your hands are open, your shoulders are down, your out-breath is long. Nothing is being decided in this room. Let the night pass without you working through it. Good night. Are you still going over it? It's all right. That's what minds do with an unfinished thing. A mind hates an open loop more than it hates bad news. That's actually why this is so hard. Not because the news might be bad, but because there isn't news yet. You'd almost rather know. Anything, just to stop the not knowing. That's not weakness. That's a completely normal response to an open loop. So here's a small thing that helps, and it isn't positive thinking. Give the worry an appointment. Tomorrow, whatever time suits, say 10 in the morning, you will sit down and think about this properly with your whole attention for 15 minutes. Not push it away. Not pretend. Actually schedule it. Because the reason it keeps coming back tonight is that some part of you is afraid that if you stop thinking about it, you'll have dropped it, that you'll have been careless with something important. An appointment answers that. It says, I have not dropped this. It has a time. $10. Say it to yourself. $10, and I'll give it everything. Now, back through the body one more time. It will have crept back. Your hands, open them again. Your jaw, let it hang. Your shoulders, down. Your forehead, smooth. Your throat, soft. Your chest, slower. your belly letting go. Your legs heavy. Your feet gone. And notice something. The room is exactly the same as it was an hour ago. Nothing has happened. Nothing has changed. No news arrived while you lay here worrying. And that's the proof that the worrying isn't doing anything. An hour of it produced precisely nothing. And it was always going to. You can stop paying it then. It doesn't deliver. One last thing, and it's the only comfort I'll offer. Whatever comes, you will not meet it alone, and you will not meet it as the person lying here at 3 in the morning. You'll meet it in daylight, with your people, with your actual resources, as the version of you that has slept. That version is much more capable than this one. Give her the rest. Your hands are open. Your out-breath is long. $10, not before. Let the night go by without you. Good night. The bed's too big tonight. Or the flat's too quiet. Or there's a side of it nobody's on. I don't know which kind of alone this is. Somebody left, or somebody's away, or you moved somewhere new and haven't learned the sounds yet. It doesn't matter much which. The nights feel similar. Here's the thing nobody prepares you for. You can be completely fine about it during the day. Genuinely fine, not pretending. and then you turn the light off and the room is a different size. And that's not you being weak about it. That's just what dark does. In daylight, your attention is out there, on tasks, on other people, on screens. At night, it has nowhere to go except the room, and the room is bigger than it was. So the loneliness at 11 at night isn't more true than how you felt at 3 in the afternoon. It's just louder because nothing else is talking. Let's give your attention something to do that isn't the size of the room. Start with the bed itself. Notice where your body touches it. Shoulders, hips, heels. 3 places. Just notice them. Notice the temperature of the sheet. Notice the weight of whatever's over you. Notice that you are physically in a safe, warm place. Whatever else is true, that is also true. Your feet. Let them fall outward. Your ankles loose. Your calves heavy. Your knees unlocked. Your thighs sinking into the mattress. Your hips letting go. Your lower back spreading out. Let the bed take it. Your belly soft. Your ribs widening a little on each breath in. Your chest slow. Your shoulders, and take your time here, because this is where alone sits. Let them come down. If you're curled up, that's fine. You don't have to lie in some correct position. Curled is a perfectly good way to be. Just let the shoulders stop working. Your arms heavy. Your hands open or holding the edge of the blanket. Either. Your neck long. Your jaw loose. Your face doing nothing. Now, Something about the quiet. You've probably noticed you're listening. Not for anything in particular, just listening, the way you do in a house where you're the only one. That's an old, deep thing, and it isn't fear exactly. It's a body checking whether anyone's coming. Nobody's coming. The door is shut. That's the answer, and your body can have it. You are not on watch. There's nothing to listen for. And here's what I actually want to say tonight. Alone at night is not the same as alone. Right now, in this time zone, there are hundreds of thousands of people lying in beds that feel too big, listening to houses that are too quiet. Some have just been left. Some are waiting for somebody to come home. Some chose this and are still getting used to it. None of you can see each other, but you're all doing the same thing at the same moment, which is a kind of company, even if it doesn't feel like one. The bed will feel normal again. Not soon, necessarily, but it will. Beds always do. People are astonishingly good at getting used to rooms. And in the meantime, you don't have to be alright about it. You only have to lie here until it gets light. Let your shoulders stay down. Let the room be whatever size it wants to be. Let the quiet be quiet instead of something you're listening to. Nothing is required of you until morning. Good night. Still awake. That's alright. First nights take a while. So do 50th nights sometimes. Let me tell you what I think is actually keeping you up, because I don't think it's the quiet. It's that going to sleep means agreeing to it. While you're awake, the day hasn't ended. Nothing has been accepted. You're still in the version of today where things might be different. Sleeping is a kind of admission. So you stay up and you scroll, or you think, or you listen to the flat. I'd like to take that off you, if I can. Going to sleep tonight is not agreeing to anything. It isn't accepting that this is permanent. It isn't saying you're fine with it. It isn't a decision about the rest of your life. It's just a person who is tired, closing their eyes in a warm bed for 6 or 7 hours. That's all sleep has ever been. You can wake up tomorrow and be exactly as unreconciled as you are now. Nobody will take that from you while you're unconscious. Now, the body's crept back up. It always does when the mind gets going. Your shoulders, let them down. Your jaw, let it hang open a little. Your hands, open or holding the blanket. Your breathing. Let the out breath be a little longer than the in. In normally. And out slow all the way. Again and out long. Once more, then leave it alone. It'll carry on by itself. Let everything get heavy now. Your feet, somewhere far away. Your legs, too heavy to move. Your hips, loose. Your belly, soft. your chest slow and low. Your arms gone. Your face doing nothing at all. One more thought, and then I'll be quiet. There will be a night you won't notice which one when you get into this bed and it's just your bed. Not the too big one, not the one with the side missing. Just where you sleep. You won't mark the date. You'll only realize later that it stopped being a thing. That night is coming. You don't have to do anything to earn it. It arrives on its own from the ordinary work of getting used to a room. So tonight you only have to lie here. Not be all right. Not accept anything. Not decide. Just lie here, warm, in a safe room, with the door shut and nobody coming. Shoulders down. Out breath long. The quiet is only quiet. Nothing is required of you until morning. Good night. Something hurts. Your back, or your head, or a joint, or something with no name that just aches when you lie still. And it's worse at night because there's nothing else to pay attention to. Let me be straight with you first. I can't take the pain away. Nothing said in a calm voice takes pain away, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. But there are two things going on in your body right now, and only one of them is the pain. The other is everything you're doing asterisk about asterisk the pain. Bracing, guarding, holding still, tensing the muscles around it. And that part, the second part, genuinely does respond to what we're about to do. Often, it's a surprising amount of the total. People find that when the guarding lets go, what's left is smaller than they expected. So, we're not going to fight the pain. We're going to put down the guarding. First, stop trying to find the position. You've been shifting for an hour looking for the one that doesn't hurt. There may not be one tonight. Searching for it keeps your whole body in a state of readiness, which makes everything tighter, which makes it worse. Pick a position that's tolerable, not perfect, tolerable. And then stay in it and let it be imperfect. Now, start as far from the pain as possible. Your feet, let them fall outward. Your ankles, loose. Your calves, heavy. Your knees, unlocked. Your thighs, sinking. Your hands. Pain closes hands. Yours are probably closed. Let the fingers come apart. Let the palms be open. Your wrists, heavy. Your forearms, letting go. Your elbows, resting wherever they are. Your shoulders. This is the big one because the shoulders brace for pain that isn't even in them. Let them come down. Further and further again. Your neck, long. Your jaw, let your back teeth come apart. You have been clenching. Almost everyone in pain clenches. Your tongue, resting. Between your eyebrows, smooth. That's where you've been holding the wince. Now you're breathing, and this one matters more than the rest. Pain makes people breathe high and shallow breathing tightens everything, which increases the pain. So, let the next breath sit lower, not deeper, lower. and out long, longer than the in. Again, low and out long. Once more. Now, the painful part itself. Don't tense against it. Don't try to relax it either. That never works, and it just becomes another thing you're failing at. Instead, just let it be there. Let it be a place in the body that hurts, while all the other places stop working. You are not required to make it better tonight. You're only required to stop bracing against it for a few hours. Let everything else go heavy around it. Your feet far away. Your legs too heavy to move. Your hips loose. Your belly soft. Your chest slow. Your arms gone. Your face doing nothing. One honest thing, and then I'll be quiet. Pain is worse at night for reasons that have nothing to do with you being dramatic. Distraction is gone. Your cortisol is at its lowest. There is nobody to talk to, and nothing to look at. The same pain at 2 in the afternoon would be a background nuisance. At 2 in the morning, it's the entire world. That means what you're feeling right now is genuinely amplified, and it also means it will be smaller in daylight without anything changing physically. That's not a trick. That's just how pain and darkness work together. So you don't have to solve this tonight. You only have to get to morning, when it will be smaller and you'll have options. Hands open, shoulders down, jaw loose, out breath long. Let the sore place be sore, and let everything else rest. Nothing is required of you until morning, not even sleep. Rest counts. Good night. Still here with it. Let me give you one more thing, because relax is useless advice when something hurts, and I know it. Try this instead of relaxing. Pick a part of you that does not hurt at all. Any part. Your left hand, the back of your knee, your earlobe. Something completely uninvolved. Put your attention there, not to relax it, just to notice it. Notice what it actually feels like. Temperature, weight, the sheet against it, or the air. Stay there for a moment. That's not distraction exactly. It's proof. Proof that there is a large amount of you that is completely fine right now. Pain is very good at making itself the whole map. It isn't the whole map. It's one region, and you just visited another one, and that one was quiet. Find a second quiet place. Your other hand, maybe, or your shoulder blade against the mattress. Notice it properly. Now a third. You'll start to feel the balance shift a little, not because the pain got smaller, but because it stopped being everything. That's the whole technique. It's the only one that reliably helps at night. You can use it anytime this happens. Back through the body once more, since it will have tightened again. Your jaw, let it come apart. Your shoulders, down. Your hands open. Your forehead smooth. And the breath low and out long. In. Out. Slow all the way. Again. Let everything that can be heavy be heavy. Feet far away. Legs too heavy to move. Hips loose. Belly soft. Chest slow. Arms gone. Last thing. If you don't sleep tonight, that is not a failure and it will not ruin tomorrow. People survive broken nights constantly. You have survived many. Tomorrow will be a tired day, and tired days are ordinary. Taking the pressure off sleeping usually helps more than anything else, because the anxiety about not sleeping is often bigger than the pain by the small hours. So, you don't have to sleep. You only have to lie here, warm, and stop bracing. Rest counts. Genuinely, lying still with a quiet nervous system does most of what sleep does, and your body will take whatever it can get. Hands open, jaw loose, shoulders down, out breath long. One sore place, and a great deal of you that is perfectly all right. Let it be morning soon. Good night. You lost someone or something, a person, a marriage, a version of your life that isn't coming back. And now it's night and the house is quiet and there's nothing left to organize. The days are survivable. There are forms and people and things that need doing. It's the nights nobody warns you about. I'm not going to try to make this better. It isn't better. Nothing I say tonight fixes it, and I'm not going to insult you by trying. What I can do is sit here while it's dark and give your body somewhere to put itself down. That's all. That's the whole offer. Let's start with something small. Notice the weight of you on the bed. Not your feelings, just your weight. The physical fact of a body resting on a surface. The bed is holding all of it. It has been the whole time. You don't have to hold yourself up. Something else is doing it. Your feet. Let them fall outward. That's what feet do when a person stops. Your ankles loose. Your calves heavy. Your knees unlocked. Your thighs sinking. Your hips wide and soft. Your lower back spreading into the mattress. Let it be held. Your belly. Grief sits here. That's not poetry. It's anatomy. The gut tightens and stays tight for weeks sometimes. Let it be soft, just for now. It can go back to tight tomorrow if it needs to. Your ribs. Let them widen a little on the next breath in. And out, slowly. Your chest. There's a heaviness here, and I'm not going to pretend it isn't there. But notice that you can breathe around it. The heaviness is real, and the breath still goes in and out, and both of those things are true at once. In and out longer. Again. Your shoulders. You've been carrying this in your shoulders, and you've also been holding them still so other people don't have to see. Nobody's watching now. Let them drop. All the way. Further than you'd let them in front of anyone. Your arms, heavy. Your hands, open. If they want to hold something, let them hold the blanket. That's allowed. Your throat. That's where the not crying lives. You don't have to cry, and you don't have to not cry. Either is fine at this hour. Nobody's assessing you. Just to let the throat be open instead of held. Your jaw loose. Your face doing nothing at all. Your eyes heavy behind closed lids. Now, something about the nights since we're in one. Your mind is going to go to them. It will keep going to them. That isn't a malfunction, and it isn't you failing to cope. It's a mind looking for someone who used to be findable. It will do that for a long time. Slowly less, but for a long time. You don't have to stop it tonight. Let it look. Let it go through the rooms. It'll get tired eventually, the same way you will. And here's the only useful thing I know. You do not have to get through the whole of this tonight. Not the whole grief. Not the rest of your life without them. Not the decision about what happens next. Just tonight. Just the hours between now and light. That's a much smaller thing. You can do a night. We've done every one so far. So let your shoulders stay down. Let the bed hold your weight. Let your mind wander wherever it wants to go, and let your body stay here, warm and still and finished for the day. Nothing is required of you until morning. Not even sleep. Rest counts. You're not alone in the dark. A lot of people are awake tonight for the same reason. Good night. Still here. I said I'd stay while it's dark, so I will. I want to say something about the tiredness, because grief tiredness is its own thing and people misread it. You are not tired because you've been busy. You're tired because some part of you is doing an enormous amount of work that doesn't show up anywhere. It's rebuilding every assumption you had about how the next 20 years go. All of them. Quietly. In the background. All day. That's why an ordinary conversation exhausts you now. That's why you had to sit down after doing nothing. It isn't weakness and it isn't depression, necessarily. It's load. And load needs rest, not effort. So let's take some off. Your hands again. They've closed. Let them open. Your jaw. Let it hang. Your shoulders. Down. Notice how many times I've asked for the shoulders now. They keep coming back up. They will for a while. Every time you notice and lower them, that's not failure. That's the practice. Something else nobody tells you. You will be fine for an hour, and then a smell or a song or an object in a drawer will take you straight back down. That isn't going backwards. Grief isn't a staircase, it's weather. You can have 3 good days and then a bad Tuesday. And the bad Tuesday doesn't undo the 3 days. So if today was bad, that's just today's weather. It doesn't predict tomorrow. You're breathing. Let the out-breath be longer than the in-breath. And normally, and out long all the way, like putting something heavy down at the end of a long walk. Again, in and out longer. Once more, and then leave it alone. Now let everything be heavy. Your feet far away. Your legs too heavy to move. Your hips loose. Your belly soft. Your chest slow. Your arms gone. Your face doing nothing. I'm going to stop talking soon. Before I do, one thing to take into the dark with you. You are allowed to be all right. Not tonight, necessarily, but at some point you will laugh at something properly without meaning to, and there'll be a second afterwards where you feel you've done something wrong. You won't have. That's not disloyalty. That's a person continuing, which is the only thing any of us can do. The people who love you would want you asleep right now. All of them, including the one you've lost. So let the bed hold you. Let the night be just a night. Nothing is required of you until morning, not even sleep. Rest counts. Good night. You're not sad tonight. You're angry. And every sleep recording you've ever tried assumes you're sad. So they talk to you in that soft voice about letting go. And it makes it worse. Because you don't want to let go. You want to be right. All right. Let's start there instead. You are allowed to be angry. Not allowed to feel your feelings in the way people say when they want you to stop having them. Actually allowed. Something happened and it wasn't fair and you noticed. Anger is not a malfunction. It's a detection system. It goes off when a line gets crossed. That's its whole job. And yours went off, so a line got crossed. And that's information. It isn't a character flaw. Here's the problem though, and you already know it. Anger is built for doing something. It puts sugar in your blood and speed in your heart, and it says, act now. And it is 1 in the morning, and there is nothing to act on. So all that fuel has nowhere to go, and it circles. That's why you can't sleep. Not because you're upset, because you're loaded. We're not going to talk you out of it. That never works, and it's insulting. We're going to burn it off instead, physically, and then let your body come down. So, this is different from the usual. Do this bit with me. Make your hands into fists, properly, tight. Tighter. Hold it. Feel your forearms come alive. Hold. 5 more seconds. Now let go all at once. Feel the difference. That's the fuel leaving. Again, fists tight, hold. And release. Now your shoulders. Pull them right up to your ears. Higher. Squeeze. Hold it. And drop. Let them fall further than they were before. Your jaw, clench it properly. Hold. And let it hang open. That one matters. Anger lives in the jaw more than anywhere. Your legs. Point your toes hard, both feet. Hold. Release. Now curl them back toward you. Hold. Release. Whole body now. Everything at once. Tense everything. Fists, arms, shoulders, jaw, stomach, legs, feet. Hold it. 5. 4. 3. 2. And let go completely. Now lie there in the aftermath of that. Notice how your body feels heavier than it did 2 minutes ago. That's not calm, that's spent. And spent is close enough to sleep. The anger is still there. I know. It's just not in your muscles anymore. It's back to being a thought. And thoughts can wait until morning. Here's what I want to say about the thing itself. You're going to want to solve it tonight, to draft the message, to rehearse the confrontation. Don't. Not because you're wrong, because everything drafted at 1 in the morning is worse than what you'd write at 9. Angry you is a poor writer. Rested, angry you is a very good one. And you will still be angry in the morning? That's the part people get wrong when they tell you to calm down. Sleeping does not mean forgiving. It does not mean letting them get away with it. It means arriving at the fight rested, which is the only way anyone wins one. So keep it, whatever it is. Keep all of it. Just put it on the floor beside the bed with everything else. It'll still be there. Anger keeps beautifully. Your hands are open now. Your jaw is loose. Your shoulders are low. Your body has stopped preparing for a fight that isn't happening tonight. Nothing to defend in here. Nobody to answer. Let it wait for the light. Good night. Still going. That's all right. Anger doesn't switch off on a schedule. Let me tell you the other thing about it. The part that keeps people up longer than the anger itself. Underneath most anger is something that got hurt. Not always. Sometimes anger is just anger and someone was genuinely out of order. But often, if you go down one floor, there's a thing underneath that's smaller and sore. Being dismissed, being taken for granted, being the one nobody thought to ask. And the reason the anger keeps circling is that it's guarding the sore thing. It's standing in front of it saying, "Don't look at that. Look at me. I'm useful. I have plans." You don't have to look at the sore thing tonight either. I'm not going to ask you to be vulnerable at 1 a.m. in the dark. That's a daytime job. I'm just telling you it's there, so you know why the anger won't sit down. Let's go back to the body. It came back up while I was talking. It always does. Your jaw clenched again. Let it hang. Your hands curled. Open them. Your shoulders up. Let them fall. Your forehead smooth. Your throat open. Your chest slower. Your belly soft. And now something specific for anger, because normal relaxation doesn't reach it. Your breath out. Make it longer than the breath in. Not deeper in, longer out. In for 4, out for 8. Again, in for 4. And out, long, all the way to empty. Again. That ratio is the thing. A long out breath is the one lever that actually reaches an angry nervous system. Not thinking calm thoughts, not being reasonable, just a longer out breath than in. Keep it going while I stop talking for a moment. Notice your heartbeat is slower than it was 10 minutes ago. You didn't decide that. Your body did it because you gave it a long out breath and nothing to fight. The anger is still there. Genuinely, I'm not taking it. But it's sitting down now instead of pacing. Tomorrow you can pick it back up. You'll be sharper with it, and you'll say the thing properly instead of at 2 in the morning to a ceiling. Tonight it can wait by the bed. Your jaw is loose. Your hands are open. Your out-breath is long. Nothing to fight in here. Good night.